GCC 130 students. Welcome back to Chapter 7, a very long chapter. We're now going to put some things together. We've learned how to do Lewis dot structures, and then we've learned how to determine the shape those structures have. So let's put it together. Summary. Given any covalent molecule, non-metal molecule, or a polyatomic ion, group of atoms with a charge, you should be able to 1. Draw the Lewis dot structure. 2. Determine the shape and the bond angle using your shapes table. So you should have this shapes table printed out, just like you have the periodic table printed out to use on quizzes, homeworks, and exams, final. All right, I want you to practice now with these two molecules here, pH3 and ozone O3. I want you to draw a Lewis dot structure, determine the shape and the bond angle for those two molecules. Hit pause and go. All right, welcome back. So pH3 has P in the middle with 3 H's around it. Ozone's a little more complicated, O3. So 1 O's in the middle with the 2 O's around it. And hopefully you got something like this. Let's look at pH3 first, right next to me. So the P has 3 single bonds to the H's with a lone pair on top of the P. Guess what that lone pair does to the bonds? Pushes them down, right? It pushes them down. So the shape for pH3, if we match it up on our shapes table, is AB3E. AB3E is trigonal pyramid, and it looks like a little pyramid. So trigonal pyramid, and the bond angle is a little less than 109.5. Now ozone, sorry it looks a little fuzzy there. Ozone has 3 O's, but the center O has 1 lone pair up here. That keeps the O's from being straight out and pushes them down a little bit. So it's not a straight line, OOO. The OOO is bent. It's bent. And the generic formula is AB2E. So it's the bent up here, and the bond angle's a little less than 120 degrees. There's only 1 lone pair on the center O. And so the generic formula is AB2E. AB2E. It's bent. It is bent. All right, I hope you got those right. So something about linear versus bent. You're going to be drawing Lewis dot structures for lab and lecture. If you draw something linear, but when you look at the table, because of lone pairs on the center atom, it's really bent. You need to erase your drawing and draw it bent, because otherwise you're going to get what we're going over next wrong. So if you draw something straight across but it's really bent, redraw it. Same thing. If you start out by drawing something bent, but it's really straight across, erase it and redraw it linear. So you do need to draw your linear and your bent molecules correctly according to their shape in order to get what we're going to go over next correctly, which is polarity. So to get the polarity correct, you have to draw it correctly, linear or bent. The other shapes don't matter as much. Okay, so don't worry about trying to draw a tetrahedral perfectly or a trigonal pyramid perfectly. It's really the linear and the bent ones you need to be worried about. And that will take us to our next topic of polarity. I'll start a new video for that one. Take a little break. Catch you later.